Welcome to Module 5, Section 4 of your California Contractor License Exam Prep course. In this section, we'll cover plumbing fixture replacement, one of the most common tasks for B2 residential remodeling contractors, and how to ensure your work complies with California plumbing code requirements. This type of work is well within your scope as a B2 license holder, as long as you're not altering or rerouting the building's plumbing system. Replacing plumbing fixtures can seem straightforward, but doing it legally, safely, and to code takes planning, precision, and attention to detail. Let's begin by defining what we mean by plumbing fixture replacement. This includes removing and installing sinks, faucets, toilets, shower heads, tubs, and similar components, provided that the replacement is like for like and does not require changes to the plumbing system's layout or major drain and vent components. For example, swapping out a vanity sink for a new one, replacing a toilet, or installing a new faucet all fall within your rights as a B2 contractor. However, if the project involves moving the toilet to a different location, rerouting the drain line, or extending water supply piping, then you'll need a subcontractor with a C36 plumbing license to handle that work. The key point here is that you're limited to what's called fixture-for-fixture replacement. This means the new fixture must be installed in the same location and use the existing water supply and drain connections. If any cutting or soldering of copper pipes is required, or if you need to alter venting, install new drain lines, or update the water heater, that's outside your classification. That said, fixture replacement still offers a huge opportunity for value in remodeling projects, especially kitchens and bathrooms, which are among the most desirable upgrades for homeowners. Before replacing any fixture, you must inspect the surrounding area and verify that the existing plumbing is in good condition. You'll want to check for corrosion, water damage, subfloor rot, or signs of leaks. If you see evidence of a larger issue, such as a slow drain, unstable flange, or leaking valve, you should notify the client and refer to a licensed plumber. Never attempt to fix major plumbing issues yourself if they involve system-level work. That could result in building code violations, safety hazards, or CSLB enforcement actions. When selecting replacement fixtures, you also need to be aware of California's strict code requirements. All plumbing fixtures installed in the state must be compliant with CAL Green and California Plumbing Code water efficiency standards. For example, toilets must use no more than 1.28 gallons per flush. Shower heads must be rated at 1.8 gallons per minute or less, and lavatory faucets must not exceed 1.2 gallons per minute. These requirements are enforced under Title 20 and Title 24 of the California Code of Regulations. As a contractor, it's your responsibility to ensure that every fixture you install meets these criteria, even if the client purchased it themselves. If it doesn't meet state standards, you should not install it. You also need to consider permitting. In most jurisdictions, simple fixture replacements do not require a permit as long as the work does not involve changes to the plumbing system. However, always verify this with the local building department before starting work. Some cities have stricter rules, especially in multi-unit housing or when the replacement involves tubs or showers. Keep records of your communication with the permitting office, and if a permit is required, make sure it is pulled under the appropriate license. Let's walk through a basic example, replacing a toilet. This job involves turning off the water supply, draining the tank, removing the old fixture, scraping off the old wax ring, inspecting the flange, placing a new wax ring, installing the new toilet, reconnecting the supply line, and testing for leaks. You also need to verify that the flange is at the correct height and not damaged. If the flange is broken, you can often repair it with a repair ring or extender, but if it needs to be completely replaced or the subfloor is rotted, that may cross into structural or plumbing work that must be subcontracted. Always test your installation by flushing several times and checking for water movement and leaks. In bathrooms and kitchens, faucet and sink replacements are also common. Be sure to shut off the water valves, inspect the supply lines and P-traps, and make sure the new fixture fits properly with the existing counter and mounting holes. Use Teflon tape and plumber's putty as appropriate, and always tighten connections without over-torquing, as this can damage plastic threads. Once the fixture is installed, Turn on the water slowly and check for drips, particularly under the cabinet where leaks may go unnoticed until they cause damage. If you're replacing a garbage disposal, follow the manufacturer's wiring and mounting instructions and be sure to test it under load. Bathtub and shower head replacements can present additional challenges. When replacing a shower head or tub spout, you need to ensure that the threading is clean and compatible and that you're not disturbing the piping inside the wall. If you're replacing a shower valve or mixing valve, that typically involves cutting into the wall and adjusting copper piping, which would require a licensed plumber. Stick to surface level replacements unless you are subcontracting the work. Another major consideration is inspection readiness. Even if the job doesn't require a permit, your work may still be inspected as part of a larger project, such as a full bathroom remodel. In these cases, your installations must be up to code and match what's listed on the plans. If you install a non-compliant fixture, the inspector may require it to be removed and replaced, causing delays and costing your client additional money. To avoid this, always check the product specifications for compliance and document your installations with photos in case questions arise later. While fixture replacement might seem like a simple task, doing it right builds your reputation and minimizes callbacks. Clients appreciate clean, careful work, especially when it's paired with good communication. Let them know what to expect, how long the water will be off, and how to spot early signs of leaks after the work is done. Explain how to maintain their new fixtures, and always leave the work area spotless. These small steps go a long way in building trust and referrals. In short, as a B2 contractor, you are permitted to replace plumbing fixtures that are installed in the same location using the existing supply and drain connections. You cannot alter plumbing systems, relocate fixtures, or perform system-level repairs. Always ensure code compliance with water efficiency standards and verify whether a permit is required. Focus on clean installations, safety, and communication, and know when to bring an AC 36 plumber for anything beyond your scope. This approach will keep your license protected and your clients happy.